Find the area of the following composite figure. All right, so we got this shape. Don't really know what it's called, I guess, but we want to find the area, right? Remember, the area represents the space that it takes up inside. Okay, so there's no formula just for this guy right here, right? But we do know the formula for certain shapes, right? So for example, if we have a rectangle, right? If we have a basic rectangle, we'll call this the width and the length, right? The area we know is the length times the width. And what about if you have like a right triangle? Okay, then this is the base and the height. So the area is 1/2 base times height, right? So the cool thing about this type of diagram is, well, wait a minute. I can actually split this up into two different shapes, right? And if I can find the area of each shape, okay, then I should be able to find the area of the composite shape, right? The area of the shape where the shapes are together. Okay. Now, of course, the key is using these numbers to getting the appropriate dimensions, right? So let's do this, right? We're just going to draw this imaginary line here, right? Which is going to give us these two shapes, right? So then, if we take a look at this rectangle here, right? What are the dimensions? Well, we know that this is 6, so we can write down 6 here, and this is 10, right? So that works out, right? We got the length and the width of this rectangle. Okay, but what about the triangle, though? What are the base and the height of this triangle? You notice we don't need this side. Okay, if we wanted the perimeter, then we would have to find this side, right? But we just want the area. Well, let's take a look, right? Well, I know that this has to be 6. Okay, so if the whole thing is 9, what can we conclude about just this side here? Right, we can conclude that this side is 3. Similarly, this whole side is 10, which means this is also 10. But if this is 3 from here to here, right, what can we conclude about this side here? Right, then that has to be 7. All right, so now that we have, you remember, the key is to get the dimensions first, right? Okay, so now that we have the dimensions, we should be able to get the areas, right? The area of the rectangle part is just going to be 6 times 10, which is 60. And then the area of the triangle here, right, is going to be 1/2 times 7 times 3, okay, which is 10.5. So then the total area, right, we could just add these guys together. In this case, we get 70.5 centimeters squared.